It's FA Cup time for the first time this season, and it'll be January transfer window time today as well in episode 9. We start with Preston away, and then we've Aston Villa in the Premier League a week later. I'm going to give some of the kids a chance in this game. Preston aren't the strongest of teams, obviously. They're in the Championship, so what I'm going to do, Price is actually 6'7", you would imagine, better suited to playing at centre-back. But his pace isn't that bad. However, I am going to put him at centre-back because we've another Price that's going to play at left-back. Although his morale is low, so whether he'll be any good or not, I'm not sure. We also called up Brandon Cooper, who apparently can play at left-back as well, and actually physically looks stupendous. 99 sprint speed, but only 74 acceleration. So I'm going to give him a start as well in this game against Preston. And then elsewhere we have Tyler Wright, who's going to start on the right-hand side. And actually, let's give Callum Wilson his final game as a Leeds United player in his final day as a Leeds United player. I also have 67 rated Price here, who could do something from the bench with regards to a centre-back role. We'll give Miller a goal in goal as well. And I think that's all of my youngsters, isn't it? Yep, that's everyone for now. So we'll wait and see how this game plays out. We'll give Adama Traore a start. We'll give Calvin Phillips the start there and actually put him in the more defensive role, and Doucouré can play further up. So we're not going to be anywhere near full strength for this game, but we do have good options on the bench. And actually, let's put Pablo Hernandez in there. We should still be pretty decent in this game. Danny Rose can go onto the bench as well for Dalbert, although to be fair, Dalbert probably wants some first team football as well. Actually, I'm tempted to start Danny Rose, you know, just to try and put him in the shop window, because he's the one player we haven't had a bid for yet. We did have a bid come in for Gazaniga, but he couldn't agree contract terms with the side that came in for him, so he's currently still here, as is Danny Rose, and both are still on the transfer list. So we'll wait and see if we can get bids for them in the first week of the January transfer window before the game against Villa. Obviously, we know who our main centre-back target is in Fikayo Tomori, but time will tell as to whether we can actually get him in and if we have the finances to do so, or whether maybe we just try and hammer out some training sessions for Brandon Cooper, because his physicals are already great, try and rapidly accelerate his technical ability, and then maybe he could be in the picture for a first team spot. We'll wait and see. Let's see what Preston's starting lineup's going to be, though. I'm not going to sit here and just waffle on whilst the graphics go round. So they're playing a 4-2-3-1. Rudd, Earl, Pavlovic, Bartley, Rafferty, Potts, Ledson, Pearson, Ganelli, Johnson and Stockley is their starting lineup. What can we do in the FA Cup with some players here that we have never played with and others that haven't played all season? We'll wait and see what they're all about. Here's Rafferty. Price trying to stick with him. Dinked in there to Johnson. Now the other Price is coming along, the 6'7" man. Not so sure about that, Miller. Price, he's not going to be losing any headers. He is monstrous. Look at the size of the man. That's ridiculous. I certainly hope we can get people like that in the RTG when we do it with Cambridge United. I'm not yet sure whether that will be the next series, or whether we'll do one abroad with a larger team for a couple of seasons before then coming back to England. We'll do a vote on it nearer the time. Tyler Wright will deliver this into the box. And actually, Callum Wilson could have been on the end of that, but it's a good clearance by Kyle Bartley. Saint-Maximin into Josh King. Scored a good goal in the last episode. It gave us a 1-0 win over Sheffield United. But we lost to Forest in our last game. So we're on the back of a defeat, and you're only ever as good as your previous game. And a lot of these players haven't actually got a previous game to call upon with regards their own ability. So I genuinely have no idea what to expect from this game, other than Preston to be competitive and for it not to be that straightforward. Cooper doing well, though, there. And Hernandez will get that forward to Tyler Wright. And the counter-attack is on. He's only got 2-star skills, though, frustratingly, Tyler Wright. So we're not going to be able to rely on him to be too skillful. Pablo Hernandez is going on a run here. 37 years young. Driving forward. Terrible pass to Tyler Wright, however. Got Phillips there. And Saint-Maximin looking to bend it, but that's going to go well wide. Johnson to Jaden Stockley. Out wide there to Janelli. Will get Good tackle in there with Danny Rose. Calvin Phillips will drive forward. He's in the more defensive of the two midfield roles. Wilson across there to Josh King. Looking to utilise some pace and some skill maybe. Josh King. Oh, I did a little bit too much. I didn't want to commit to a pass to Callum Wilson because he was not in the best of positions. Oh, it's a nice turn, but defended well. Price. Through the gap there to Pablo Hernandez. We'll get it out wide, but it's picked off nicely by Earl. Hernandez will win that back, though. And Josh King turns well and looks for Tyler Wright and finds him. Tyler is so fast. Tyler Wright drops the shoulder, maybe to score a goal. Ah, he's headed across the face and it's gone wide. Young Tyler nearly set the FA Cup alight and was only a foot or so away from finishing that off. Rafferty. Potts. Rafferty again. Across here comes Cooper. That 99 sprint speed will come in handy. Oh, good block by Price, but Miller with a save as it falls free to another Preston man. Either side could have taken the lead here in this game. Cross to come in from Ginelli. And away by Danny Rose. And Josh King gets that clearance up to Maximat. And we'll look to counter. I'm just going to keep sprinting here. Earl can't cope with the pace. Getting away from it. I've got Callum Wilson in the middle. I've overrun it again. Fuck. And central to Hernandez. Terrible pass, Pablo. It's not what I needed there. Here's Ginelli driving forward. I read that with Danny Rose. That was well done. Out to Tyler Wright. He might not be the best technically, but this pace is just causing them all sorts of problems. They cannot cope with it. They've been able to get a block on the cross though. Are they going to make a change here? No. Corner to come in. I should have looked for 6'7" Price there, really, shouldn't I? He was at the back post and I tried to play it to the near. We've got Aston Villa next, as we saw, a week into the January transfer window, but we could have, well, we certainly will have one new player at the club by that point in Emerson, and we might have another one as well if we can get, oh, good save, if we can get Fikayo Tomori in, if we have the money to get Fikayo Tomori in. Still think that we're going to struggle financially without the sale of Rose or Gazaniga, but if we can get one of them done, then we should have enough money. I might make some changes here. Pablo Hernandez is really showing his lack of stamina now. So we'll take him off for Doucouré. Let's bring on Jared Bowen for Tyler Wright. His pace is good, Tyler. 93 acceleration, 87 sprint speed, but technically it's just lacking. So maybe Jared Bowen can help us unlock this Preston backline. And to be fair, Jared Bowen could take this free kick. He has scored a free kick for us from similar range. We'll try there with top spin. Time it. But Rudd makes a comfortable enough save. Not quite enough power on that. I'm always wary of putting too much power on it. Getting the timing right and the placement right. But the power meaning that it doesn't go on target. Maybe I just need to be a little bit more committed and put my faith in the new free kick system. That if I get the power and the timing right, it will go where I want it to and will go in the back of the net. Either that, I just need a free kick taker that has slightly more power in his shot, and then maybe we can do it. Oh, Abdoulaye Doucouré on the field and nearly scoring a goal. Declan Rudd with a good save. Again, we'll look for Price maybe. He could always, Doucouré's underneath this. It will drop to Calvin Phillips. Here's Bradley Cooper. Don't know what his shooting's like. Oh, he scooped it horribly, but the keeper wasn't sure, and it made me wonder whether it was flying in. Real scooper. He's bending back towards goal, and actually was, well, no, it was spinning towards goal, but moving away from it. That was really, really odd shot. Odd trajectory on that. 25 minutes to go. As it stands, we're heading to a replay, but I'm hoping our quality will show through. I might make another substitution to bring on another first-team player to give us a little bit more quality in front of goal. And hopefully that will be enough to see us into the next round. Still not sure about Ian or this young James Miller in goal. We'll wait and see. He's not the tallest, as you can see. Doesn't really look too domineering in between the sticks. Bowen could bring that down, but Rafferty's done well. Hello! Was there any need for that? I'm not sure. I don't think so. A little bit flashy. Work that inside with Tomori. Josh King looking for Jared Bowen. This should be the goal to give us a 1-0 lead. I'm so sorry. Oh, you've saved it anyway. Son of a bitch. King. Doucouré. Bowen. Oh my God. Rudd is determined to keep this clean sheet. Absolutely determined to keep this clean sheet. I thought when I swept that was it. Game over. 1-0. We're going through. A man on a mission, this goalkeeper. Now, can Price close down Potts? There's 13 minutes to go. Preston have drawn saves out of my keeper, but certainly we've had the better chances, and certainly we are favourites to still win this. Great delivery. 6'7" helps in the middle. With regards to Price, Rafferty going off. Do we make another change? Go on then, let's make another change. Let's take Josh King off, and let's bring on Algerstat. Let's see what we can do there. Come on, the boys. 10 minutes to make the difference. Algerstat will look down the line for Bowen. Can't get it out of his feet. Potts and Johnson linking up. This is good football from Preston. It could lead to something. Johnson back to Potts. Early scoop ball in. Price has got the long legs to get to that. Here's Earl. Oh, nicely played inside. Al-Kouabi. Price gets to that too. Jaden Stockley will turn and shoot, and it's blocked. And the counter is on, but we are going to have to score sharpish if we're to win this game. Go on, Callum. Ah. Oh, go on, Callum. Sean Kevin racing into the space. Sam Maximan available out wide. He'll duck inside. Oh, looking for Jared Bowen, but can't get it to him. It's a lovely ball out wide. 3 minutes added on. Potts brings it down. It looks like we're going to be going to a replay in the FA Cup. Not exactly what we were after, but to keep a clean sheet with with an entirely changed back 11 with 3 youngsters in it. Fair play to them, but we're not going to have time to counter. It's going to be 0-0. If Declan Rudd doesn't get man of the match for this game, I will be very surprised. Miller made a couple of saves early on, but oh my God. Play rating 7.5 for Danny Rose, 7.3 for Declan Rudd. 6 saves, and some of them were absolutely spectacular. 9 shots, 6 on target. We could not find a way past him. Arsenal batter Portsmouth by 6-0. Chelsea do the same to Luton. Burnley beat Colchester 4-0. Can't see any sign of Cambridge United in there, unfortunately. Must have already gone out the FA Cup. Clash against percentage 1S. We'll look ahead to the replay. No, we certainly didn't go in looking for a goalless draw, but we'll give the praise to the youngsters at the back. Rudd was one of the best. He was unreal in that game, Declan Rudd. Still can't believe I didn't score the sweat one, though, to give us the 1-0 lead. I was certain that was going in. A transfer offer for Malacia, 51 million. Shows what his potential is going to look like. But here we're going to reject that. I believe in you, Pablo. I believe in your ability to be really old. Right, what was the last one we did? Tackling. Jack Clark next then. I might take Ben White out of that one and put young Brandon Cooper into it. Maybe. Has Callum Wilson gone now? He has. Callum Wilson is gone and Emerson is in. We have ourselves a new right back. Fan Dabi Dozie. Emerson in for Shackleton. Shackleton onto the bench for Fredericks. To be fair, I could now list Fredericks on the transfer list and we could raise extra funds with his sale to buy Fikayo Tomori. Because he's 30 years of age now as well, Ryan Fredericks. Add to transfer list. Right then. Emerson in. The team takes another step forward. We have 22-ish million pounds to spend. Now Fikayo Tomori is worth considerably more than that. 27. I'll approach to buy on the 1st so that we can renegotiate in a week's time if we have to. I'll offer a player swap and we will offer Ryan Fredericks in that deal. I think they're not interested in him, are they? Because the little box hasn't come up. Centre back, a winger or a striker. No, not willing to let any of those go. Winger wise, Pablo Hernandez. I could let Pablo Hernandez go. could let Nicola and Kulu go because Brandon Cooper and Isaac Price were so very good. They're not interested in Nkulu. I'd be hesitant to let Riedewald go, but... Oh, they are interested in Riedewald. With the impressive nature of those youngsters in that last game, I'll put some faith in them perhaps moving forward. Doubt I'm going to be able... They're not going to agree to this, are they? I'm going to need more money. I'm going to need more money. I'm offering you almost literally everything I have here. It's not going to happen. I need more money. We're going to need one more sale. It's not going to happen, I'm afraid. Not yet, at least. We will get that transfer done, though. I'm determined to get Fikayo Tomori to the club. But we might have to wait until later in the window. We're going to get any more bids. Offer for Jairo Riedewald. Well, I was trying to use him in that deal. It's Manchester United that have come in for him. He is a great squad player. Oh, I'm just gonna have to get it. I'm just gonna have to do it. Between 6 and 12, they reckon. Between 6 and 12. Now you are Manchester United, so I will ask for 11 to start with and see if you'll come up near it. 7.9. No, is the answer to that question. How about 10? 8. Okay, we're getting there. He says, that actually is only 1 million more, or 100,000 more than they offered last time. 9.4. No, okay. Jairo Riedewald stays. I can't just accept the 7.6 or 8 million flat because that still isn't going to be enough to bring Fikayo Tomori in. So it would be losing a player. I'd end up having to lose 2 players to be able to afford Tomori, and I might as well only lose 1 player to be able to bring Tomori in. But this is going to be Emerson's debut for us then at right back. I'll show you his stats briefly. 89 pace. Physically he's 78, but he's got 84 stamina, which is good. Technically he's decent. He's only young at 23. Plenty of room to grow. And a test against Aston Villa, we simulated the Villa game last time, didn't we? And we beat them by a 1-0, if my memory serves. They're currently 15th, although only 3 points above the drop. We are currently 6th, although only 4 points outside the top 4. So victory here would be superb if we can get it. Yes, please. Tom Heaton in goal for Aston Villa. Diogo Dalot at right back. Konsa, Engels and Matt Targett. Tom Davies, Grassi and Douglas Luiz in midfield with Bakayev, Wesley and Trezeguet up top. Tom Davies and Diogo Dalot are 2 players I didn't think I'd see in an Aston Villa lineup. Let's see what we can do in this one then. 3 points, please. You would expect us to get it against a side that are threatened with relegation when we're pushing for Champions League. But easier said than done, especially on the back of that Nottingham Forest game yesterday. Bakayev could cause us problems right at the very beginning, but Malacia has other ideas. Oh, lovely floated ball looking for Jared Bowen. Oh, brilliant tackle. Can we keep that in? No. It is a corner, though. James Ward-Prowse will trot across to take it. I'll aim for Origi or Doucouré in the middle and find only Tom Heaton. So Maximan can knock that down, though. Play a quick 1-2. Work the space. Oh, screamer! Alan Saint-Maximin! Leeds 1, Villa 0. Needed that 1-2 to work the space for him. And he's buried it. If he'd have shot here, it would have been blocked. That 1-2 just drawing Douglas Luiz across and pinged it tops. What a start to the game. See that perfect angle for it. Rocket. 1-0 Leeds. Bakayev. Goes back. Ayev. Grassi with the switch. Out looking for Mahmoud Trezeguet. Up against Emerson. First proper test for him. And he does well. And again, slightly unfortunate not to come away with the ball there. Malacia rises well to win that. Not going to get to that first. Dalot to Bakayev. Nice tackle by Malacia. He's been really good, Malacia. I didn't know anything about him when you guys asked me to sign him. He's going to keep that in as well. But he's been superb and grown really well. Little cut inside. Lay that back to a teammate. Work it forward. Tyler Roberts to Divock Origi. Little bit of footwork. Need James Ward-Prowse to make me a good run. Let's see. Didn't really do, but we were somehow able to find him. Wasn't the best of passes. Tyler Roberts spun well and duck inside Tyler. No! Oh, he could still come away with it. Jared Bowen! Oh, that is the most fluky goal I will ever score. I stumbled and bumbled my way through with Tyler Roberts, and Jared Bowen's like, well, shall I score it then? Turn, touch, falls to him, and then it's just a poor first touch, not a pass to Jared Bowen. Just comes off his foot and bounces to him. Good finish though on his right foot, Jared Bowen. Clinical. We lead by 2-0 at Villa Park. That's lucky though. Bakayev. Dalot. Davies. Into Wesley. Worked out wide to Bakayev. Oh, that's a really nice one too with Tom Davies. Bakayev into the middle. Wesley is going to win aerial encounters if it's a 50-50. Thankfully, Ben White had the edge on him there. Mahmoud Trezeguet to deliver the ball into the middle. It's decent. Keeper's punched it. Can Tyler Roberts get to that? He can't. Bakayev nogs it down to Diogo Dalot. If he bangs it in from there, I really am done. Malacia steps in, and we will hold our 2-0 lead till half-time. And hopefully, in the second half, build on it. Target with a switch. Here's Grassy. Big ping. Really effective, though. Can they make it ultimately effective? Douglas Luiz to target. To Douglas Luiz again. Grassy. Davies, Grassy, Trezeguet, and Emerson steps in well. Ward-Prowse will switch, and we'll try and come away on the counter if we can. Origi. Oh, Tom Davies intercepts nicely. Jose Maria Jimenez has gone to Manchester City. That's the sort of calibre of player we can look to buy once we're a Champions League team. But we are not a Champions League team yet. Tomori gets the block on that, and it'll be a corner for Aston Villa. Grassi's going off. I don't know as I need to make any changes. We're playing well. Everybody to a man has been performing admirably. That's a good delivery. And away, well, not, oh God, not away by anyone really. Emerson eventually looks for Nakamba. I tried to dink that out rather than just hack it because I don't really have anyone upfield that was going to win a header. Trezeguet, oh, this is good football from Aston Villa. Trezeguet, Wesley, I'd rather he was there than in the middle on the end of crosses. Davis, Wesley, Trezeguet again. Nice turn. Saint-Maximin's trying his hardest here to put a stop to this attack. Trezeguet's twisting away well. Into Dalot. He could go again. Dalot digs out across. Emerson away with a header. Now we'll try again on the counter. Tyler Roberts get to that. Oh, he did, but couldn't find Origi. And Kulu heads that straight to Wesley, who finds Trezeguet, who turns well and scores. Villa back in the game. Not long left, but they stand a chance. Poor clearance from Nkulu, and Trezeguet with good footwork and buries it well. Tomori into Tyler Roberts. Across the Ward-Prowse. Turns well. Short to Tomori. I'd love to get another goal just to solidify our position and get that 2-goal advantage back because I'm not overly confident. I'm not sure why Divock Origi has done that there for a pass, but thankfully Ward-Prowse is on hand to win it back. Now, can Divock make up for that? No. And he's actually stayed down hurt there now as well. Is he going to get up? He is, but he has taken that knock. I will take him off. Augustin will come on. Let's bring Traore on for Saint-Maximin. And I'm going to bring Jamie Shackleton on as well. Just a little bit extra pace in that central, deeper role to try and burst forward rather than Ward-Prowse's slow and methodical plod. We'll see if that can unlock their backline. Our backline might be being unlocked here if it weren't for the interception of Nicola and Kulu. Saint-Maximin headed off the field of play. And Matt Target will take the corner for Aston Villa. That is looped and the keeper has come and will punch. Can't get there first with Bowen though. Tom Davies shows electric pace. Oh, thank you. Now Jared Bowen can show some pace of his own. Go on, Tyler. You're quick. Very quick. Very, very quick. Oh, loose. Trezeguet. Back to Douglas Luiz. Drawn and Kulu a long way out of position here. Here's Wesley. Into El Ghazi. Trezeguet around the corner to... No! Nakamba sets up Wesley and they have an equaliser, Villa. How he's picked out Wesley there through so many people is beyond me. But that is a great finish from the big man. You can't leave Wesley just unattended like that. He might not be scoring a shed full of goals in real life for Aston Villa, but he is a good goal scorer given the opportunity. That was a poor pass from Jamie Shackleton, and there goes our opportunity to win the game with a final chance. It's going to be a 2-2 draw at Villa Park, and I don't know as there's a phrase other than thrown it away that I can use for that game. 2-0 up and cruising with 20 minutes to go. And somehow, we've managed to let them claw themselves back into it. Apparently, I only had 2 shots all game. So maybe, in the end, a draw is a fair result on balance of play. But you should still never lose from 2-0 up with 20 minutes to go. So I'm still pissed at myself for losing that lead. We can do better. I could have said that's football. And indeed, that is football sometimes. We should have won. 2 strong defences. I'll say we should have won. Because we should have won. It seems the second match against Villa didn't go as planned. The lads gave it their all. It just wasn't enough. Wesley popped up. Right place, right man, right time. Annoyingly, a loan offer for Tyler Wright, which shall be rejected from FC Porto. Now, we will advance as far as the next game. Oh, but it's a replay against Preston. I'll sim that. Well, do I sim it? Do I play it? I'm not going to play it today because I need to start the stream in 15 minutes time and I need to get this edited. I could sim it. We are at home. I'm going to sim it. Don't let me down, lads. We should get through with the first team 11. We should get through. This is a calculated risk, an educated guess to presume that we will win this game. Alain Saint-Maximin with a goal in the 29th minute and 37th minute to give us a 2-0 lead. Then Emerson gets himself sent off. Then Pavlovic gets himself sent off. What an ill-tempered game. Jeeps. A straight red for Pavlovic. 2 yellows for Emerson. Doucouré gets one and we win 3-0 and Stockley misses a penalty for them. What a game. It's a shame we couldn't see highlights for that. Ben White's happy again. Good. I'm proud of you. And yeah, Emerson's going to be suspended. Brilliant. Will we get any news before? No. Just Sarah read about it asking that he wants to play. I'll say there are bigger games ahead. And 156 grand from the FA Cup. Right. Well, tomorrow we start with Burnley then. We'll play all 3 games. We've got Barnsley in the FA Cup thrown in there as well. Well, we'll wait and see if we finish the window tomorrow. Might go as far as the game against Palace only. But we will try and get Foucault Tomori in tomorrow. But I need to sell to buy. But I'm not just going to sell anyone for the sake of it just to get Tomori in. I'll only sell the right player. I've got 2 people on the transfer list. Nobody wants to buy them, apparently. Hopefully things will go better transfer-wise tomorrow. And hopefully things will actually turn out better on field for me tomorrow as well. We'll get victory in games rather than just draws. I'll see you then.